Guru does, but we have never realized. It's so amazing how much we have knowledge and we ignored it, or we never understood it, that it became an ignorance from our part. Go back to the beginning of the teachings, very earlier on teachings. I have explained many times that in the present science of body of the man, they explain to us that we need to breathe oxygen to survive. And as I said in all my teachings, if you've been with us, is that this is such a huge fallacy. That none of us, nowhere in our lungs, we ever allow a single cell of oxygen cross our lung into our blood. What does this mean? This means that we have learned in our blood to create a replication same as the orange and the water. We bring the energy of the air into our lungs, and in our blood cells, the matching energy in the liquid of the blood converts and receives the energy it needs from the air we breathe. This is one point that the world of medicine and biology have never understood. Now we have the knowledge, we understand more. Look at what happens. You create a condition in your systems where you put an orange, you create a water, a condition of the plasma, and the energy of the orange is transferred into the liquid. And now liquid carries the energy which you can drink from and take what you like. In a way, you're a third-hand process conversion. So the same thing happens in our lung. The energy from the air coming into our lung with the liquid which is present in the lung, it becomes that water. Because it's all in a magnetic gravitational field strength environment, our lung. Then, as the blood passes, the same now, the lung in converting and holding energy, what do? You get a cup to drink it, or you take the water and you put it in a patch and you put it next to your skin and evolves to become, as you have understood, conversion of energy, and always gives to the weaker. So, in a way, if you look at it, you have a floating, dynamic body, which is the blood, and you have a stationary pad, pain pad, which is a food pad, you call the lung. So you understand, never oxygen crosses the wall. Now we understand the science of the food, understand the science of the conversion of the fields into the water and then drinking from the water, or converting into the water and making a patch from it and putting on our skin to get rid of our pain, which none of you have ever done before. When you made that orange and you drank it, you taste the orange. Next time, what do you need for a cancer? Put in that water. You don't need to make gases of it. This is how you have become copycat. Extend the knowledge, then you understand. So this is the process that in that condition, we only transfer energy from our lung, from the air we breathe, and because of the weaker strength in the liquid of the blood of the man, the energy is transferred across. No oxygen has ever left the lung of the man to enter into the blood of the man to oxygenate it, as it's been said. The brightness in the color of the blood, as we see, is just because as it receives energy more, it becomes of higher order. so it becomes brighter. But there is a limit in what carry, and that limit is what it carries for a given cell. Every blood cell is destination coordinated. It finds its way. It goes like a motorway. It goes only to Rome. It does not go to Brussels. It doesn't go to Beijing. The curve is a strength field. Its GPS is connected to GPS of a specific cell in a specific position in the body of the man. Every cell of the blood of the man is specific for one cell where it feeds and no others. In time, man will understand. And in time, when we understand this, when the cell gets to the cell, the blood cell, when it gets to the cell destination, it does the same thing. It transfers its energy for it. It's just like one catering system for one office, one cell for one cell of the blood with the transportation. And in that process, because it carries the energy, it carries the information, it has to have an interaction between itself, and it has a few seconds, milliseconds, microseconds to pass and transfer energy in the blood system. Then we understand it already predestines what I'm short of to receive from the lung. So in a way, the cell of the tip of the toe tells to its corresponding cell in the blood cell that this is when you go to the storage, that's what I need from the pad of the lung, what to bring for me. That in that process, I can feed the amino acid, which is partially the soul of myself, with that I can survive. So now we understand the biology, physiology of the biology of the man in a totally different way and a correct way for the first time. So when we breathe, in how we breathe, we dictate different energies. The air we breathe in Himalaya, with the position we are in as an altitude from the center of the earth, few hundred meters difference, few hundred meters, which is meager distance from the center of the core, dictates different physical condition, dictates different absorption because of the condition of the environment, of the fields, of the planet, the sun, what the body and what the cell at the toe has decided to be working in balance. Now we understand for the first time, when the soul of the man creates the physicality of the man, which becomes the cell on the tip of the toe, is actually with that dictates what it needs to release. So our soul becomes that orange, where by conversion into liquid of the presence, which is not a need to be liquid, it can be a different dimension, strength field, converts the energy which the cell in the tip of the toe needs. So we understand a new dimension, which means how to feed that soul in the tip of the toe with the soul from the energy of the soul of the man, that the physicality can confirm its existence. We go back to the guru. I explained to the guru his trick. And that was very simple. We all now understand that the strength of the field we absorb dictates what is given to the body of the man. Even water has energy field strength. So if you can find a way that the energy transfer in the lung can be of the liquid of the water which the body of the man needs, you can create the same oxygen and hydrogen which is in the air you breathe to the strength of the liquid of the water which the body of the man needs to survive in deep space, if you decide to carry the physicality of the man. So it's for you to test. Then it brings another dimension. As we know everything is exactly the same, has an amino acid based, which is a carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen based, with combination of different field strength. Then we decide through our emotion in interaction with the field of the soul, and what comes in as an energy of the planet, through our emotion, that I taste banana, because that's what I need, that's what my body is craving for, and the energy of it. So your emotion in interaction